G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we have new product release. There's a couple to go through. One that's a little bit older than the other, but I was waiting for a particular part of the release. And the first one that we're going to have a look at is the 30th anniversary of the Torres Strait Islander flag. This is the cemented carded version of the coin. See the coin there. It's very hard to get it without the light, but there is the cemented carded coin. The cement is just down there. It's in its little plastic capsule holder. And the 30th anniversary of the Torres Strait Islander flag. It says there that for thousands of years, the people of the Torres Strait have relied on the sea and the land for their existence. Beyond economic and employment opportunities, these natural resources are integral to their connection with the country, shaping social and cultural practices. The Torres Strait Islander flag, designed by the late Bernard Namok, symbolises these fundamental relationships and the pride and unity of the Torres Strait Islander people. 2025, the Royal Australian Mint celebrates the 30th anniversary of the Torres Strait Islander flag, being proclaimed an official flag of Australia. The nominal specifications there, it's a $2 coin. The mass, the diameter, and the metal are all the same as all the other $2 coins. There's only 100,000 mintage of this carded cement coin, and the designer is the Royal Australian Mint, which means that it used the flag under license. There was no individual that can be attributed to the coin design. So we have a coloured coin there. It'll look very nice in the hand in circulation because it is going to be circulated. So I look forward to finding those in my hunts and adding it to my $2 noodle book collection. That is the cement carded coin. I'm very happy to be able to pick that up. I got that from my local Royal Australian Mint distributor. And the other coin that I had been waiting on was the silver proof coin. Has the same spiel there on the box. I only received this just a day or so ago. That's what I was waiting for to do the review. We have the box here inside the box, and we'll drag it out. It'll be a bit tough. It's in the tissue paper. There we go. Thank you for your purchase from the Royal Australian Mint. I did win that in the ballot. That's why it's taken so long. So winning the coins in the ballot, it is obviously a gamble, but when it comes off, it is great, but it just takes a little bit extra time. We have a certificate of authenticity there with the number 7184. It also has the nominal specifications there, the same denomination, $2. It is 99.9% silver, which means that the mass is a little bit different from the aluminium bronze coin. It's the same size, 7,500 issued in the proof finish. So here we have the box, the cardboard box. Pull it out. This is also can be difficult to get a good visual on. There we go. See if we can put it in. There we go. That's better in the shadow. Again, it's a cement mark. So down the bottom here is the C. We have the same design. It's got the Torres Strait headdress on there, and the green, the grey and the blue. There is meaning, obviously, to those colours. Charles III effigy on the obverse there, and a very, very nice looking coin. It's a little bit harder to find, harder to get hands on, but the market for them has certainly settled down. They're not selling at a massive premium. It is in the box. Fantastic. The box itself has, as I said, has the same spiel in relation to the design. So I'm very happy to be picking that up. The other thing I did pick up in that release was the Royal Australian Mint rolls, premium rolls. Because it's a circulating coin, the Mint has the opportunity to put their coins into premium rolls. And here we have in one of my $2 holders the premium roll from the Royal Australian Mint. It's on the Royal Australian Mint paper, and it has a hologram seal on it to denominate that it is a Royal Australian Mint issue. It's got King Charles III there, the effigy with the year and the denomination on the obverse, and then on the other side you'll see it's a head tail roll, and the tail roll there is the coloured coin with pretty good distribution of paint. I'm hopeful that it will last. It seems like a bit of a throwback to some of the older paint designs where the paint is deep into the ridges, very similar to some of the early enamel types, but we'll see how these ones last. Haven't seen any in circulation yet. It might be a couple of months. The purple poppy coin took a significantly long time to get into circulation, so this might be the same. There we go. I was able to pick up the C-minted carded coin, the release premium roll, as well as the silver proof coin. So very happy to be able to show all of you that. That's what they look like. I'm sure that there will be lots and lots of the C-minted card ones available because they're not going to be particularly scarce at 100,000. So don't necessarily overpay for some of those unless you cannot get to places where they are for sale. And that's it for the Torres Strait Islander flag coin. The other coin or coins that I wanted to show today at new releases was the new Wallabies coin. Now this has come out literally today. The Wallabies and the Wallaroos in for 2025. It's to celebrate the tour of the British and Irish Lions to play against the Wallabies. The last time we had a Wallabies coin was in 2019 for the Rugby World Cup. Now we've got a 2025 $2 coloured uncirculated coin set. And the reason it's called the uncirculated coin set is because the design on these coins, actually the paint, is different from the coins that are circulating. So these coins were released through Rebel, which is a sporting goods store around the country. So if you've got a Rebel, which used to be called Rebel Sports, but if you've got a Rebel store around where you are, they will have them in stock for you to sell, except for Eastland in Melbourne because they're moving locations and they don't have any, unfortunately. So there is the Spiel. Australia played its first rugby international in 1899, but it was some 9 years later that the team we know as the Wallabies was born. In the century that followed, the Wallabies rose to become the world power in rugby. Twice they have soared to the game's greatest heights, raising the William Webb Ellis Cup on 2 occasions in 1991 and 1999. In 1993, the Wallaroos was chosen as the name for the newly formed Australian women's team. The inaugural test match played by the Wallaroos took place in 1994 against the Black Ferns on Friday the 2nd of September in North Sydney Oval. In their 30th anniversary year, the Wallaroos won their first piece of silverware when they captured the World 15-2 title in South Africa. The Wallabies and Wallaroos embark on a monumental 2025 headlined by the British and Irish Lions Tour and the Women's Rugby World Cup, respectively. So there we have the nominal specifications there. $2 coins standard. The mintage on these coins 50,000, so there's quite a bit. They come in this carded design. We have the Wallabies there and the Wallaroos. The paint on them is a mix of colours. I think when I read out the design specifications when they were determined, there is some meaning on that. I can't quite see it at this stage. And then again on the obverse we have King Charles III effigy. Now this doesn't have the denomination here on the obverse, so it's sometimes hard to spot, although it is a 2025 coin. So we've got the Wallaroos and the Wallabies. And also at Rebel Sport, along with being able to purchase the carded coins, you will get coins in circulation. So there was 2 coins issued into circulation, slightly different from the carded coins in the paint design. So here we have the Wallaroos and the Wallabies. And you'll see the Wallaroos has 3/4 green and a gold, and the Wallabies has 3/4 gold and green. So slightly different, and we've also got the men on the Wallabies coin and the women on the Wallaroos coin. So slightly different coins, very similar to the 2025 Australian Open where we had a men's and a women's coin with different designs on them, slightly different colours. So fantastic there. And I will be looking out for these to come also into my noodle, looking for them to be able to put into my $2 coloured and commemorative coin collection. So I'm thinking that these coins will probably come out sooner than the Torres Strait Islander flag coins. So I'll be looking forward to finding those in my hunts. But that's it. So we have a number of new coins. We've got the Torres Strait Islander flag. We have the Wallabies and the Wallaroos there. We've got our premium roll as well as silver proof of the Torres Strait Islander flag. And that's it for this week or this month's new coin release. I hope you enjoyed, and now you have an idea of what to look out there in Noodle world, and also in your change. If you don't noodle, look out for those coloured coins. But that's about it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like what I do, please think about subscribing and leave a comment down below about what you think about these new coins in circulation. I'd love to hear your comment. But if you watch my videos, you will know I'll be back for more noodling in a few days. So I'll see you then. Bye.